Do you want to be able to see your enemies better in ArenaBreakoutInfinite? There is a way to achieve a much sharper and much clearer image quality. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this, but in order to be able to do this, you're going to need an NVIDIA RTX card. This is an NVIDIA trick, so if you have AMD, unfortunately, I can't help you just yet. But if you have an NVIDIA card and you want your game to look much clearer, much sharper, then continue watching this video because you're gonna thank me later. How exactly does it work? Basically, we are going to globally swap your DLSS in your NVIDIA graphics driver to the latest DLSS version. By doing it with the method that I'm about to show you, this will affect all of your games, so not only ArenaBreakoutInfinite, but also all of your other games where DLSS is enabled. This cannot be done through the ABI settings. You will need a program that you can download in the description of this video. And for those of you who are wondering what the hell is DLSS and how does it make graphics better, then let's take one step back and explain what DLSS is. In a nutshell, DLSS is an NVIDIA technology which uses machine learning to reconstruct in-game images, making them look a lot sharper, a lot better, but it has a minimal impact on FPS. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the downloads and the program that you need to make this work. Let's do this. Okay. So you're going to want to download and extract this folder, DLSS swap and NVPI. Again, the download link to this folder is in the description of the video. Once you've downloaded and extracted this, you open the folder and you run NVIDIA DLSS glom. So basically, this program will globally override your DLSS. Now, I've already done this, so I'm not going to do this again, but basically all you have to do is click on Enable NVIDIA Streamline Override Mode. So check that. Make sure that DLSS Super Resolution, Multi-Frame Generation, and Ray Reconstruction are set to 310.2.1, which, as you can see, they all are. And as soon as you've checked that and checked Enable NVIDIA Streamline Override Mode, just click on Update, and that's it. Once you've done that, you close DLSS glom, and then you go to NVIDIA Profile Inspector folder. You then run the NVIDIA Profile Inspector program as administrator. Once this is open, you just have to do one thing. You go down to the DLSS overrides menu or section, and at SR preset, you set this to preset K V310.2.1 plus. So there's a drop down menu and you go preset K. You can also do a latest preset, so either one of these works. And then you click on Apply Changes. And that's all. You will see graphic improvements immediately. The game just looks way more clear and more well defined. There's one thing that could go wrong. If you get an error after applying changes on the NVIDIA Profile Inspector, that means that you need to update your NVIDIA drivers. So if Profile Inspector gives you an error, open your NVIDIA GeForce Experience, go to drivers, and make sure that you have the latest driver available. Download the latest driver and the error will go away. You just repeat the process and you will see that it will work. Every time that you update the graphics driver, you have to redo the process that I just showed you with DLSS glom and with the profile inspector. Now, how do we make sure that this works in-game? Alright, we're in-game, this is what you have to do. Go to image and make sure that super sampling type is set to DLSS. Super sampling quality is up to you, but I would recommend going for quality. At least that's what I use and it works very well for me. So already like this, you're gonna have a much better looking Arena Breakout Infinite. But if you wanna improve things even more, I strongly recommend the following post-processing settings, bearing in mind that your monitor is going to be different from my monitor, meaning that colors are gonna look different, everything is gonna look different from one monitor panel to another, from one monitor technology to another. So those you're gonna have to tune to your liking, but I really like the following. Brightness set a bit higher than the default, so 1.2. A brighter game, along with the higher definition that this DLSS thing that I just showed you gives you, will allow you to see everything just a bit better. Saturation I have turned all the way up to 2 in-game. Again, brighter and sharper colors just make it so much easier to distinguish one object from another in the game, which again helps with spotting enemies and also just gives more vibrancy and more colors to the game, just overall just making it look a lot better in my opinion. Contrast all the way down, so the opposite of saturation. That's because when contrast is high, shadows are darker. So turning contrast all the way down makes it a lot easier to spot enemies when they're hiding in shadows and dark corners. I have sharpness set to 2 because if you go too high, there's just way too much noise on your screen, it's very distracting and it doesn't look good. But if you go all the way down, the game is almost like blurry. And already doing the global swap of DLSS that I just showed you makes the game already like much more well defined and sharper. So in-game sharpness at 2 in my opinion is more than enough. I absolutely love these settings. I'm super happy with them. These are the settings that I'm settled with, along of course with the DLSS swap, and it really works for me, and hopefully it will also help you find settings that you really enjoy visually, but that also help you perform better. And that's it for this video, guys. I really hope that this helps you. If this video helped you, please consider liking, consider subscribing. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Massive shout out to my channel members, and especially one, Bursta, my friend and channel member, who actually showed me this method. Massive shout out and credits to him. He also streams, and you can find the link to his channel in the description. That's all for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.